Hello, Year 8. I think this is the first video I'm making for you. Now, this is going to be just a few questions that a few of you struggled with. Now, if you're in my 8T group, then you can watch all three of these. If you're in my 8L group, then you should find the first two relatively straightforward. And the third question is aimed for you, but I'm putting them all on one video because I think you'll all benefit from it. Right, okay. So here's the first question I'm going to go through. Now, this one's quite straightforward actually. The area of this rectangle, so the whole rectangle, is 30 centimeters squared. Hang on, that should say squared. And we need to work out what the values of x and y are. Okay, so just think about how you'd work out the area of a rectangle. So an area of a rectangle is the width multiplied by the height. So 3 times x should give us 30 centimeters squared. Okay, so let me just write that down. So 3x equals 30. Okay, so if 3x equals 30, that means x must equal 10 centimeters. All right, so x is 10 centimeters. And then we're told the total height of this. Well, we know it's 10 centimeters, but it's made up of y and it's made up of 4.2. So if you know this part is 4.2, you just take it away from 10 to work out what y is. So y is equal to 10 take away 4.2 centimeters. And 10 take away 4.2 is 5.8 centimeters. And that's the value of y. Okay, so that's that first question done. Nice and easy. Let's go on to the second one. Right, so this second question that I saw people making a mistake with, let's just click here, is to do with a rectangle here, which is a 6x3 rectangle, and you're asked to work out the perimeter of the shape below, which is made up of 3 of those. Now, the mistake some people made was they just thought, well, if I can work out the perimeter of one of these rectangles, so 6 and 3 is 9, 9 times 2, or 6 plus 6 and 3 times 3. Sorry, 6 add 6 and 3 add 3. That makes 18 centimeters. So they thought if the perimeter of one of these is 18 centimeters, then if I put 3 of them together, it should be 3 times 18, which is 54. But that's not correct, because what you need to do is look to see what this rectangle is made up of. So you've got 3 centimeters here, and this bit's the same, so that's another 3. This bit across here is 6. This bit here is 3, this bit down here is 6, and this bit here is 3. And we don't count these bits in the middle because they don't make the perimeter. So if I want to work out the perimeter of this rectangle, this big rectangle, let's see how many 3's we've got. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times 3, plus how many 6's have we got? 1, 2, 3. So 3 6's. Okay, so that would give me 12 plus 18, which is 30 centimeters. So the perimeter of that big rectangle is 30 centimeters. Right, and this final question, this is aimed at my 8L set, but the 8T guys, you'll have to do this at some point anyway, so you might as well pay attention now whilst I'm going through it. This is to draw a histogram. Now, in order to draw a histogram, you need to work out what's called a frequency density. So don't confuse this with a frequency diagram. A frequency diagram is like a bar chart without any gaps, where you just draw the bars as the frequencies, but without any gaps. This is frequency density, and what you've got to remember here is the area of the bar. So let me just draw a bar here. The area of the bar is equal to the frequency. Okay, and that's made up of the frequency density and the class width. I'm just going to call it CW. Okay, so the frequency density multiplied by the class width is the area. Okay, so if you think of a rectangle, if you knew what the area was, so the area in this first one is 8. Okay, and you knew what the width was. Okay, so let me just draw one over here. So if I told you the area of this was 10 centimeters squared, and I told you this had a width of 2 centimeters, to work out the height, you would just do 10 divided by 2, which is 5. And the height in our case is what is the frequency density. That's what we're trying to work out. So let's just look at the class widths. So the width of all the bars, so that goes from 0 to 10, so that's got a width of 10. This one goes from 10 to 15, so that's got a width of 5. This one goes from 15 to 20, that's got a width of 5. And this one goes from 20 to 30, and that's got a width of 10. So to work out the frequency density, so remember that's like your height of your bar, you do the area of the bar divided by the width. So the frequency is the area of the bar, you divide it by the width to get your frequency density. So 8 divided by 10 is 0.8. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 10 divided by 5 is 2. And 11 divided by 10 is 1.1. So that's all I need to draw. And remember, it's like a bar chart but without the gaps. So let's just draw this on now. So what we got? Let's just use my rectangle tool. Where's it gone? Here we go. Right. So the first one is, well, it goes from what? 0 to 10. It's got a height of 0.8. Okay, so let's just draw that here. So 0.8 would be sort of there. Okay, that's your first bar. Second bar goes from 10 to 15 and there's a height of 3. Okay, so 10 to 15 with a height of 3, so that would be something like that. Okay, maybe a bit taller. Well, not maybe, definitely a bit taller. Okay, it's a bit fiddly with this. Much easier with a ruler and a pencil. Anyway, you get the idea. Okay, the next one goes from 15 to 20 and it's got a height of 2. So 15 to 20 with a height of 2. There you go. And the last one goes from 20 to 30. It's got a height of 1.1. Right, 1.1. That's there. And there you go. Right now, you know, if you're drawing this, obviously you can see the separation of the bars. You know where the lines are. Right, and if I just draw the lines in to separate the bars a little bit, you can see where they'd go. So yeah, that's it. That's how you draw a histogram. Right, so I hope that helped. And yeah, I'll see if I can make another video for you for this fortnight. But yeah, see you next time. Bye.